EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Boston Championship.
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it.
Yeah. Just about.
Two behind. Now the cup, just one back.
Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left. 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
Suppose.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. And what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. These putts keep the round together. Frank, that's the biggest roar I've heard all week long. That was an eagle roar.
For good reason. Not just an eagle, too. All of a sudden, back in contention.
Now with the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
Oh my goodness. He pumped it, he thumped it. What a drive. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not terrible, but not his best.
An outside chance, really, for birdie. It was a rather poor approach shot.
Can you hear me now?
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
So does your baby need to be a sheltie, baby?
That is a solid par putt. Moving on to 16 now. This is one where you sort of lick your chops, Frank, because it's pretty short, 161 yards. Where's the challenge here?
Where the fish go. That big lake on the left, that's the challenge.
Hole-in-one. Oh!
Wow,
Nearly.
Frankie is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Nearly a hole-in-one.
Just an amazing. I don't want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Just a pure strike. Perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Shouldn't be a problem here. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, the 18th year at TPC Boston, for whatever reason, generates quite a bit of buzz, doesn't it?
Oh, right.
It does.
Yeah.
The longer hitters, obviously, they lick their chops. They're having a chance to make this green in two. But if you find one of the fairway bunkers, the addition of that pot bunker for the layup, that just makes that decision that much more difficult.
How can it be crap? I'm right next to the thing. Literally.
I'm loving that balance.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
I must say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
I don't know where the thing is. Oh, it's on there. Is it alright? You can hear me alright, can't you? Saying the broadcast thing isn't good enough for broadcasting, but you can hear me though, can't you?
Get down! Lay down! Wow, lucky break right there.
What a shot.
That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
To win the Boston Championship.
Yeah!
Well, they've made it for an eagle. Wow. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.
64. Wow. That's the highest one I've got, 92. I can't get it any higher. I need another headset for Christmas. Is that easier? Is that any better? That's cool. Yeah, I know they do, yeah. What, thing is, headsets. Headsets, not chat set, headsets. You should do for PlayStation and all.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. What really sets Quail Hollow apart here at the Wells Fargo Championship, the brutal finishing stretch. They call it the Green Mile, and we are excited to bring you all of the tournament action. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well,
chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
The headset, if they get for either one, will work on either.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
I said it should work on here as well.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Settles in over the putt. So a steady climber with the par into the top 10.
Yeah, another scrapper.
Frank, a nice mix of opening holes here at Quail Hollow in the Wells Fargo Championship. Pretty short par 3 here at the second.
180-yard shot. We'll play more like 175 for the half a club downhill. There's much more green on that right side. If you're not too sure what club to hit, then you should stay away from that left side.
That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Now headed in the right direction into red figures at 1 under par after the birdie.
Pardon me, sorry.
Moving on to the third hole now. It's a par 4, 452 yards.
Big sweeping dogleg left, and the fairway actually goes in the opposite direction of the dogleg. Must hit a good tee shot for 2 reasons. One, to find the fairway, and also the length of this hole, over 450 yards.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Frank, we remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010, his first PGA Tour victory, a 62 in the final round. It was also the first victory for Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it was in a playoff, and in that playoff, Ricky just pulled out a driver and smashed it down there, then hit a sand iron to that front left flag, basically the gimme distance. Not only did he win in the playoff, but he beat Rory McIlroy, the then world #1 in DA points. And that was the same Ricky Fowler that, remember, in the playoff in 2015 for the Players' Championship, drove the ball in equally daunting fashion over those 3 playoff holes at TPC Sawgrass.
Just a little tap in here.
No mistake made there with the par.
Back over now to the 4th. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
you've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
You got wind, haven't you, babe?
Down, little Sheba. Down! Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Yeah, but
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
yes, baby. If I can help it.
Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Bublé.
Hey,
So with that, the score is now at even par. Another thriller from here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo.
okay.
And for all of us here at EA Sports, so long until next time.
Dilly, what you doing? What you doing? Mister Dilly Do. What? Gives that paw then? Gives that paw then? Where's that paw? Gives that paw? Good boy. Ooh, that's a new one. Never worn that one. Is that better? Is that closer? Cool. Brilliant. Can you hear me perfect now? It's not muffled anymore, is it? Keep me hands warm. 2 gloves. What, muffled again? Well, how can it be muffled when I've sorted it? How about now? Is it muffled now? Alright, that's cool. Oh baby, I've got a surprise for you. Something that you love. The Daddy Longlegs putter. Look. That. No, I'm going to use it. You like long legs, don't you, baby? No wasps.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. And we welcome you to one of the most popular golf courses on the PGA Tour. It is Quail Hollow. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, it is just starting to heat up out on the golf course. Fans are streaming in, anticipating a highly contested event with the best golfers in the world.
One reason the fans love this course so much, Rich, the Green Mile. It's fine to have a good golf course, but it's got to have a great finish. It's got a great finish, then it becomes a great golf course. Quail Hollow has that great finish of 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.